Hello everyone and welcome to Backend Simplified. In today's video we'll try to help you answer the question, should you use server-side rendering, SSR in short, in your project? To achieve this important task we'll cover the following topics. The first one is what is server-side rendering, pros and cons of SSR, should I use it, and we'll say a word about CDN and why it can be useful too. Looks like we have a fascinating road ahead. But before we dive into it, let's make a deal. If this video is valuable for you, support our channel by clicking on the like button. Let's meet our boy, server-side rendering. Server-side rendering is a web development technique that involves rendering web pages on server before sending them to the client's browser. In traditional client-side rendering, CSR, the entire rendering process occurs in the browser. But SSR shifts part of this responsibility to the server. When a user requests a page, the server processes the request, generates the HTML content, and sends it to the browser, along with any necessary JavaScript and CSS. I presume you have some pros and cons of SSR in mind. Let's formalize the discussion. We'll start with the pros. Because we render the HTML on the server, the browser simply needs to download the display, without undergoing any complex processing. This yields into two advantages: faster initial page load and better performance for users with weak devices. However, these advantages have a dark side. Rendering on the backend can create a load on the server. Additionally, your backend has to enter into front-end territory, disrupting the common structure of a web application, front-end and backend, where each side does not necessarily need to understand the task of the other, only to interact via API calls. The following advantage is an improvement of SEO. Search engines, such as Google, scan the internet with bots to index websites within their engine. However, these bots typically do not wait long for the browser to fetch all the data. SSR aids in better indexing by delivering fully rendered HTML directly from the server. This, coupled with a faster page loading, will enhance your website's ranking in their algorithm. Our last disadvantage is limited browser optimization. In client-side rendering, developers can tailor optimizations to the capabilities of individual browsers. This is because the rendering process occurs on the user's device. Okay, you have a good grasp of what is SSR. Should you use it? SSR can be a big overkill for your project. We recommend to consider using SSR if your project meets one of the following conditions. The first one is SEO is your top priority, the main purpose of the project. And the second one is that your project is static and does not vary from one user to another. It means that you are not using dynamic content often. If you want to use SSR, you should open your mind and become familiar with CDN, a content delivery network. It is a distributed network of servers strategically placed in various geographical locations to deliver web content more efficient to the users. Sounds bombastic, but if you want to hear more, we created a dedicated video for this and it will wait for you at the end of this video. You remember our deal, right? Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.